You heard the startup mantra, build something people want. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Nobody wants your product. They want the result your product gives them. More sales, less pain, better status, save time. The paradox of entrepreneurship is that your mission is to build a product people want, even though nobody cares about your product itself. So, how do you fix this? By starting not with supply, which is what you sell, but with demand, what customers already want to achieve. Let's define these two words clearly because this distinction drives everything from pricing to marketing to product market fit. Demand is what customers already want to accomplish, whether you exist or not. It's the underlying job to be done, a term from innovation theory that means the real task people are trying to complete in their lives or businesses. For example, close my books faster, hire great engineers, get six-pack abs. Supply is everything you control: your product, features, marketing, pricing, sales process, and positioning. The fatal mistake of early founders is to start on the supply side, designing features, refining logos, writing blog posts before confirming that any demand actually exists. When you start with supply, you end up talking about your technology. When you start with demand, you end up talking about customers' transformation. And transformation is what customers pay for. So, why is this so hard to grasp in real life? Because when you're building, you're in love with your supply. You spend months coding, designing, raising money. Your product feels like your baby. Naturally, you think people should want it, but the customer's world doesn't revolve around you. They're not waiting to discover your app. They already have alternatives, other tools, spreadsheet, consultants, or simple inertia. When you approach them saying, would you like to try my product? You're forcing them to translate your supply into their demand. That's cognitive labor they won't do. The result, silence. You think you have a marketing problem, but what you really have is a translation problem. This is why early stage startups struggle to get meetings, why demos fall flat, and why trial users vanish after one login. You build something interesting instead of something obviously useful. Here's how to flip it. Start your thinking from demand backward. Ask what job my customer is trying to get done right now, even if company didn't exist. To answer that, run 5 deep interviews with potential users. Don't pitch them, just ask about their workflow. Where do they struggle? What have they tried? When did they last feel real pain or frustration around this problem? Your goal isn't to sell them your idea. It's to observe their demand as it actually happens. Then once you know the job to be done, design your supply, that is product, message, and process, to reduce the time to value. That means minimizing the time between a user signs up and when they feel the first aha moment of real benefit. Here's an example. Let's say your product automates invoice reconciliation for finance teams. Don't start telling them we use AI to detect accounting discrepancies. That's supply language. Instead, speak the demand language. We help finance teams close the books 2 days faster with zero headaches due to weekend work. See the difference? So you're describing the result they already crave. Once you start thinking in demand first terms, everything downstream changes. Your sales calls become about outcomes, not features. Your marketing becomes case studies, not slogans. Your pricing aligns with value of solving that problem, not your engineering effort. And most importantly, your product market fit becomes measurable. When you supply consistently satisfies that demand, you get pull from the market instead of push from your team. When you align supply to demand, something magical happens. Your company starts to feel effortless. Prospects reach out because your message finally resonates. Retention improves because customers actually achieve their job to be done. Word of mouth spreads because your product makes them look competent and smart in front of their peers. This alignment is the foundation of repeatable growth. It's what makes one-on-one success stories scalable systems. So if your startup feels stuck, don't double down on features or ads. Instead, ask, what are people already trying to accomplish? Where are they stuck? How can I help them succeed faster? When you answer those questions first, the product almost designs itself. But here's the truth: startups don't create demand, they channel it. Your job isn't to make people care, it's to find what they already care about and make that outcome easier, faster, and cheaper. That's how you solve the paradox. You win the game by not forcing the world to want your product, but by designing your product around what the world already wants.